This is a reading for Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. So what this read shows is that it kind of shows how they got together, which was not a very traditional way of getting together. I believe that the way that they got together is they cheated with each other when Ryan was married to Scarlett Johansson. That's what I'm getting. I know that there was rumors and speculation about that, but from this read, I think it was true. Obviously, there was deception, and I think that refers to Ryan being deceptive towards Scarlett Johansson. And I think that when Blake and Ryan met on the set, they had a very playful relationship, and I feel like for Ryan, like, this was the way that his relationship was with Blake was like very different from the way it was with Scarlett. I feel like Scarlett was much more serious and not as like affectionate as Blake was. And so when they were working together and like developing their relationship, obviously like Ryan was still married, and so like I feel like they didn't really like know what to do. I think that they were just enjoying like their time together, the bliss of like, you know, kind of falling in love with each other and not worrying about, you know, the marriage that he was in. And eventually, you know, like once their working together was ending, like I feel like they like were dabbling in this sort of, you know, like relationship, but they weren't like full blown like making it happen because he was a married man. So they waited, and they waited for Ryan to get divorced. And when Ryan was finally divorced, and like there was enough time and space there that like maybe people wouldn't immediately think that they had cheated. Once that space was there, they felt like it was safe for them to like come out of the closet and like be in a relationship with each other. They reconciled with each other. Like they came back, you know, into each other's lives, and they embarked on a new love. And this new love turned into true love. And currently, you know, they're very codependent on each other. And I do get the feeling that like they love each other very much, and obviously like they've brought children into the world, like they have a very strong marriage. Like it's really great. So I mean, it's just a very interesting read because it kind of to me showed maybe like the not so not so great way that they got together, but ultimately like it was the right thing for both of them to do because, you know, it ended up being true love, which is great. But I do feel like it should be said that in the future, and I'm talking like pretty far off in the future, Blake needs to be careful about this like exact like same scenario happening again but like happening to her. You know, I know that they say like that you shouldn't cheat with a cheater because they'll cheat on you, and I'm worried for Blake because I feel like this could happen again, where like, you know, he would go on set, he would meet somebody, he would carry on this, you know, sort of like love on the set and deceive her, and once, you know, they separated, then he would get reconcile and start a new love with this other person. So I'm just like, I feel like, you know, I wish I could like warn Blake, you know, but I mean, obviously she, you know, would not worry about this because they're truly in love with each other. But, you know, I mean, I don't know, I feel like it's a pattern in a way for Ryan. I don't know really like about any other relationships that he's had in the past, but I would not be surprised to find out that like he might do this pretty often, where like, you know, he meets someone on set and starts a new relationship with that person. But I mean, hopefully it stops with Blake and that they'll stay in love and be happy, and, you know, and bring and raise their children together. I mean, it's very possible that they'll stay together because they're codependent on each other and they truly love each other. So, I mean, I think it would be rare that they'll break up, but I would say that it is a possibility that that Ryan could cheat on her and they would split in the future. But it's only a possibility, and it's definitely not something that is definite. So.